Okay. Okay. Boy, look. Hey, get up. Let him go. Get your ass up. You good? Okay. That's all they ask. Watch out. He's one of us. Okay. I'm one of them. He's one of us. Okay, good. I'm one of them. You all right, dude? You all right? Come breathe. He's one of us. How do we know? How we know? I was with him earlier. Why you get ran out earlier? I don't know. He's one of us. I'm with them. Trust me. Okay. You know that? He's with us the whole time. You kept us there. You good? You all right, man? Hey, move back. Move back. All right. Move back right now. Back up. Back up.
Wow.
Yeah, save your Nazi. Put him in your Nazi van. Go get him some help. He needs a little bit of fucking mental health there. Don't he?
Nobody got guns.
Yeah, you gonna look me in the eye when you spray me? You gonna look me in the eye when you spray me?
Wow. People keep saying this is about immigration. That's a distraction. This isn't about borders. This isn't even about ICE. This is about control and what happens when people who scream, protect the community, lose control of the community they claim to speak for. Now, this is an anti-ICE mob attacking someone who they didn't even know was a pro-ICE or anti-ICE supporter in Minnesota. I mean, just look at this. Just a man, he didn't even have a uniform, no badge. Wasn't even walking with agents and nothing like that. Just a man in the snow, getting drunk. And notice something important. No one's asking questions. No one's verifying anything at all. This is what happens when emotion replaces evidence. This is what you get from the left quite often. And this is where the story actually begins, right? Now, here's where the left wants you to stop watching because authority, it shows up next.
According to Pew, Minnesota's population of immigrants here illegally stands at 2.2%. So how do you judge when you've gotten everyone off the streets that you say is, requiring your federal agents be there? How do you say we've had mission accomplished?
Well, we won't stop until we are sure that all the dangerous people are picked up, brought to justice, and then deported back to their home countries. You don't have a number or a date? We wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't be in this situation if Joe Biden hadn't allowed our open border policies to be in place and allowed up to 20 million people unvetted into this country. We have no idea how many dangerous people are here. When you have millions of people coming in that are terrorists, suspected terrorists, criminals, come from countries in the mass migration that the Biden administration facilitated, I can't tell the people of Minnesota exactly how many dangerous criminals they have. I do know that they're extremely grateful every time we get a pedophile off the street. We arrested an individual this week that was raping children. I think those parents in Minnesota can sleep better at night knowing that that person isn't free.
Now, listen to the language. Not angry, not in panic mode of no sort, not even emotional, even deflects when the reporter tries to interject. Calm, measured, resolve. That's not federal tyranny. That's the adult in the room saying, look, we're not negotiating with these mobs. We passed that. Notice what the media does next, right? They don't challenge the violence. They pivot to feelings. Which brings us to Minnesota's leadership and the first crack in the story.
News that there are 1,500 active duty U.S. soldiers on standby to deploy to your state.
Watch phrase body language.
This act was clearly designed to intimidate the people of Minneapolis. And here's the thing. We're not going to be intimidated. If the goal here is safety, we've got many mechanisms to achieve safety. And the best way to get safety is not to have an influx of even more agents, and in this case, military, in Minneapolis. Right now, we have about 600 police officers, and they've got 3,000 or so ICE agents and Border Control. That they are now talking about deploying 1,500 military. This is, well, it's ridiculous, but we will not be intimidated by the actions of this federal government.
Earlier this news that there are 1,500 active duty.
That doesn't look like confidence to me. This is loss of narrative control, if he had any control, intimidation, fear, threats. Funny how law enforcement becomes scary the moment it's no longer politically useful. But notice what he doesn't say. I know we got to point that out. He doesn't condemn the mobs. He doesn't defend the civilians, because doing that would mean admitting something went wrong, right? And once leaders refuse to draw lines, hey, someone else will.
Yes, well, sanctuary cities are jurisdictions that shield and shelter criminal illegal aliens from deportation. So, for example, in Minneapolis and Minnesota, when an illegal alien commits a crime and is deportable and can and should be removed from the country, the city of Minneapolis and the state of Minnesota prevent ICE from arresting and deporting the offender, even when they are charged or convicted of heinous crimes, including crimes against women, crimes against children, crimes of violence, and instead they release them back onto the street where they can continue to reoffend. So ICE over and over and over again goes out into the community to find and arrest these fugitives who have since committed additional egregious crimes after they were released by Fry and Waltz and Ellison. These are acts of insurrection against the laws of the United States and against the sovereignty of the United States. Foreign illegal aliens who broke into this country, who then raped children, who committed human trafficking, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, protected, shielded, sheltered, coddled, defended at every level by the leadership in Minnesota. And then when ICE goes out to make these arrests, they unleash violent mobs to attack, assault, and impede ICE officers. And they refuse to allow the city police to protect those ICE officers in the conduct of their duties, willfully aiding and abetting this violence.
Now, the left wants you to believe that this is inflammatory. But here's the question no one asks. If mobs are blocking arrests, if officials are encouraging resistance, if federal agents are being, impeded, what do you call that? Because words don't become extreme just because they make people uncomfortable. It's crazy, man. Now I want y'all to pay attention. This is the moment everything changes.
Anarchists, and I'm calling them anarchists now. These anarchists, these rioters, these bad people that wish to harm law enforcement are now harming American citizens. Those vehicles you mentioned that were vandalized, they've also, we've received reports, vandalized indiscriminately many vehicles in those hotel parking lots. They don't care if it's government vehicles and then they happen to get several vehicles of American citizens, innocent civilians, they don't care. And we're seeing that now. We're hearing reports from the police that that's happening, throwing nails out in parking lots where our government vehicles are not even located. They don't care. So these anarchists truly do not, they truly do not go towards federal law enforcement only. If you get wrapped up in this and you're Mom and Pa America and you get wrapped up and they even think you're law enforcement, then you're getting it also. And that's a big problem. I think that should probably wake some people up as to the depth and the scope of these anarchists.
This is the detail. Not ICE vehicles, not government property, regular Minnesotans. Rental cars, personal vehicles, families. That's it. That's the case. Because the moment, innocent civilians become collateral damage, the protest narrative, that thing dies. This isn't resistance anymore. It's misdirected rage with no off switch, unfortunately. And once the mob loses accuracy, they start eating their own.
This is so cool. So cool as it This has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I know, it's like, you feel like a zoo. I've never.
Then you're a fucking bootleg for bitch. I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch. If you're not with us, then you're against us. So clear. So clear.
Oh my God. What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country.
Why are you?
Because you're filming us. Here. Do I look like an ice agent?
Yeah, you look like a fucking ice agent.
Holy fucking Christ. This is what's wrong with the guy.
No, it's not. You have no relationship with us. You wait. So do you support? Would you
Make sure y'all listen to what Shay's saying.
support?
What? Wait, you guys are acting?
You support ICE? Oh, okay. Yeah.
The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Bootlicker either way. Then why do you care? Then you should say. Then you should.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
If you're not with us, then you're against us. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Y'all heard that. 5 guys eating lunch. No badges, no weapons, no authorities. That crime, someone felt like they looked wrong. These are 5 Twin Cities software engineers having lunch at Lacey's, then fell victim to a mob of anti-ICE activists who thought they were ICE, is what the caption says. This is the left's favorite system. Accuse first, verify later. Never, actually. I should have said verify never. And they still call this community protection. Now, let's zoom out for a bit because this chaos isn't random.
Jessica, 2 million in 1 year are gone. So according to my calculations, that will be 8 million by the end of this term.
It won't be.
So when you get rid of 8 million illegals, you know what happens? Crime goes down. Rent goes down. Health insurance goes down. Car insurance goes down. Those things
aren't happening.
Okay, we're just getting started, Jessica.
Oh, okay.
It's supply and demand. What do you think is going to happen when you get 8 million?
At least we're getting started, Jessica. You guys didn't do crap.
That's not true.
It lowers
Biden
everything.
was
That means
deporting more
classrooms
people.
get lighter. That means everything goes down, Jessica.
Okay.
Wages go up, crime goes down. It's very simple. Even you can understand it. Now, why would ICE be at Home Depot? Why would these illegal aliens be at Home Depot? Because you
At Home Depot.
You said they weren't coming to steal jobs. You said they weren't coming to cut our wages and wire the money back to Honduras. You said they were fleeing persecution and these were all asylees. They were just fleeing violence. Okay, again, everything you said was wrong. Home Depot's having a great quarter. Did you know they beat expectations? $41 billion in revenue. And when the rates drop, the stock's going to pop. That's how that works, too. I'd invest in Home Depot.
You know what? Appreciate the tip, my boy. Now, this is where the left gets quiet, as Jessica Turloff just went. Because when you remove millions of illegal laborers, crime drops, rent stabilizes, your wages might rise, things start to trend upward. That's not ideology. That's just basic math. And math doesn't care how loud your protest is. I keep trying to tell y'all. So when the chaos fails, the investigations begin.
The same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
And I bow. You already know what happens there. So new federal officials, it says new federal officials are investigating the window of the, I said window. Let me slow down. New federal officials are investigating the widow of Renee Nicole Good in their probe of the shooting, according to NBC News. Federal officials are reportedly narrowing in on Becca Good. Quote, the federal investigation is focusing more on Becca Good, including Ross' actions when he fired into Renee Good's vehicle during an immigration operation last week, NBC reported. Becca Good was reportedly seen taunting ICE officers before the incident. In a previous statement in the Washington Post, Good apparently admitted that she stopped to impede ICE operations. On Wednesday, January 7th, quote, on Wednesday, January 7th, we stopped to support our neighbors. We had whistles, they had guns, she told the outlet. Feds are now investigating Becca Good. Notice the shift. Suddenly it's not about the agent anymore. It's about obstruction, coordination, interference, because, you know, when these narratives collapse, man, the facts take over. And finally, a bigger pattern.
Every single Democrat voted against the working families tax cut. Every single Democrat voted to raise all Americans' taxes. I don't know why we aren't covering that. Every single Democrat voted to raise Americans' taxes. Could we cover that a little bit? Every single Democrat voted against.
Yep. I got you. Same people, same playbook. Protect the chaos, punish the system, then raise your cost of living while calling that compassion. This isn't incompetence. It's alignment. Now, Minnesota didn't spiral because of just one raid, y'all. It spiraled because leaders, refuse to tell the truth until civilians ultimately have to pay the price. And once that detail came out, the case already over. And trust me, they didn't want you or I to notice. So if you made it all the way through this video, I want you to comment "details matter," because they do. I want to know who actually, watched instead of reacting. It's not even for the algorithm anymore, y'all. It's for your boy. Y'all be safe. Go check out somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. And I'm finna go open up the Let Them Theory book that I've been reading. I've been anxious to get back to this, y'all. Let me know if y'all know about it. Peace.